We are a quarter of the way into our 100th episode.
Yeah. Yeah. We're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when we're stopping.
The 100 one. Yeah.
100.
We've told people.
We did 100 weeks of this.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, just under 2 years.
No more.
And then we're done, dude.
No more.
Yeah, we're done after that, dude. We fucking hate this. This is so... I'm so pissed. Every day I come in on a Monday, I was like, fuck, I gotta talk to Jesse about shit. It's the worst, dude.
For me, it's the waking up. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, dude.
But then I wash my face and then everything's fine.
Oh, I mean, it's the opposite.
You wash your face and you're just done? Or no?
Yeah.
You're like, all right, I did one thing. I'm ready
I'm
for
like,
a nap.
I'm all chipper and super happy. Then I wash my face and I can see it clear. And I'm like, this ugly ass face of mine.
Yeah, you can see it right here. No.
Oh, man.
No, but I was telling you, I had a dream the other day. My first, like, scary pregnancy nightmare.
Oh, shit.
That I had my baby and nobody was
yeah.
letting me take care of it. And I had woken up from, like, my labor sleep or labor nap afterwards or whatever. And I had woken up and I looked to the side and my sister-in-law's breastfeeding the baby. And I was so mad. I was like, bitch, give my baby back. I grabbed my baby. And then...
breastfeeding the baby.
Yeah. And then I was so mad because then he wouldn't latch on to me because he was so used to her boob.
Yeah, because he liked that manteca.
And then that it was like it turned into like a family party where like I was breastfeeding the baby finally, and then I looked down and the baby wasn't there anymore.
Baby was dancing.
And no, he was with my tío, and my tío was giving him formula, and I was like, hey, like if he's hungry, then why don't you guys tell me so I can feed him? Like nobody trusted me with my kid. It was so sad, and I was like, I woke up so sad. I was like, oh my god, that was so scary.
Oh,
like my poor
rough,
baby.
dude. I'm so
know.
sorry.
Nah, it's okay. But I think it's just like the fears that are not like literally here in my mind. They're like all the way back here.
Yeah, in the back of the head.
Yeah, the back, not.
Yeah,
not
and
here.
you don't have access to it because the braid is in the way.
Yeah, exactly,
your ponytail is just like, can't get into those memories, dude. No, I feel that. That's a very, 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 very common like feeling of just feeling inadequate as a parent. You know, it's like constantly like thinking that you're traumatizing them.
Yeah.
You know, the other day on Friday, the kids were like sick. Everybody was like sick in my house, all my kids, and so I was like quarantining myself away from them because I had to do the video on Saturday. Video, yeah. But on Friday, I found myself having to like take care of them. My wife went out because she deserved it, man. She's been a trooper. She went out with my comadre, and I was with the babies, and I had to run some errands, so I was going like all these stores with them. Afterwards, we end up going to like my compadre's house, just hanging out. We're gonna like chill, and then my boy acts up. My son, he throws like a bowl when he's not supposed to in the house, so I like get him in trouble. I'm like, Gadi, have a seat. And then immediately Gadiel goes into like this point of his head, especially because he's sick and he's like tired and it's late at night. He's like me, where like, you know, when he feels like something wrong happened, he's immediately like attacking himself, you know, like in his own mind, saying horrible things about himself. And that is tough as a parent to see that, you know, because you don't know that delicate balance of like pushing a kid over the edge. And if you feel like those feelings of inadequacy, those things transfer over to your child. They see the way that you are, you know, and it doesn't mean that you have to be confident or pretend like you got it all together, but like understand and point out to your own errors and your own misguiding, you know, like your own shortcomings, you know. Yeah, but you got this. You're gonna be a great mom.
Yeah, I know. I'm so excited.
Our baby gonna eat, bro. That baby gonna eat, bro. I saw this TikTok video of a woman, giant breasts when she was breastfeeding, but then after the breastfeeding was over, they went to like A cups.
Yeah, dude.
Like flat chested, and you know, even my wife, she already had nice boobs before, but then when they were swollen with milk. It's awesome. But now that, you know, the milk's kind of coming back down, I enjoy a nice perky boob in my hand. But man, I was really shocked at how like the size of your body changes.
I saw this TikTok as well, where this lady was just like, this is the boob that I just fit the baby on, and this is the one I didn't, and it was like big old boobie and then like a small little titty, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that's insane.
Yeah, it's like the run to the litter titty over here, dude. Yo, that titty, bro, needs that titty need milk, which is a funny pun. Dude, we had big weekends.
We did have big weekends, yeah.
Yeah, how you recorded a live video?
I did record a live video.
Yeah, hell
so
yeah.
I'm waiting to see that, see how that turned out. But yeah, I did. I recorded a live version of Sentimientos, or acoustic version of Sentimientos,
which is coming out.
It's coming out in a week. So
in a week,
really,
dude.
Really, really excited.
I can't wait for you to put that out, man. I've been thinking about this day for a long time. I love that jam, dude.
I know, dude. It's almost been a year since we wrote it. Like.
Yeah, in July.
Yeah, so.
It's gonna be huge, dude.
Crazy.
It's gonna be huge. I hope it opens many doors for you in your life. God bless you, dude.
Yeah, I hope so too, and I think it really will. But you had a big weekend. You had a music video weekend.
Yeah, extra chunk day. Weekend. Yeah, I recorded a music video on Saturday with Uriel Brito and Jonathan Lopez. And then another person, Alex Ruiz, who was there. They're awesome people, man. Just the great guys. Yeah, just for the song Real Me, which is going to be the single. And I'm figuring out how to do certain things, and everything's kind of coming together. I'm really excited about it. And Mexico, like I saw Seoul there, and Jan was there. My friend Emily were there. Shout out to Emily. Shout out to Nate. Shout out to my brother, Raul Juarez, who I love so much. But yeah, we're going to go to Mexico.
Yeah, you're leaving soon in like 2 weeks.
April 8th. Yeah, we got the tickets already.
3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna do like every day is a show. Like, we're just gonna be driving and playing, And so far, Santrio is gonna be playing 3 of those shows.
Oh, good.
So I'm gonna be playing like a festival out there, and then we're playing like a soccer stadium in Querétaro.
Okay, cool.
No, just kidding. No.
Oh, you being serious?
No.
Oh.
Querétaro's where all that shit went down recently.
Oh my god, yeah. Sebas told me about that. That's
17
horrible,
people died, man.
Dude, that's horrible. Sebas is like, soccer is not supposed to be that serious.
No, it's not, bro. And like even if people are getting like fucking fight, like hooligan culture, which I knew as a kid that was really popular. Yeah. I mean, like the movies came out and everything like that about that life. Like the idea of fighting is so cool, but nobody wants to fucking die.
Yeah, you just want to get beaten up a little bit.
Yeah, just a couple punches. You know what I mean? Like, but you're not trying to get killed or kill somebody else or. And that's where the dishonor comes in. Like, yeah, you get a couple licks and beat the shit out of somebody, and if they're on the floor, you let them go, But I didn't see any honor in that. And I saw the videos on Twitter. It was pretty terrible.
Yeah, so I was looking at them, and he was like, "Hey, look at that." I was like, "No, don't show me because I'll have weird dreams about it. I don't want to." But it looked horrible, and the fact that like people had to like run into the field to get out, like. Nobody ever has to. You shouldn't have to do that. It should not be an experience.
Not like feel unsafe. Children there.
But it is like. I mean, I guess in Mexico, it's scary, or maybe they don't have like the security guards. But even here, like it's scary because I remember when we went to Copa something Oro. I think Copa
de Oro.
Right? Like it was Mexico versus USA, and I remember when we went, and we were like all like really scared because like it was like. That heated time between like Trump is president and then all these people and then Mexico won, and so then it was like this really weird so we were like really nervous about like what would happen afterwards and, but everything was fine thankfully. But yeah, it's always that after the game or during the game people are drunk. They just like to fight over anything because they just aren't in their right mind.
Right.
It's stupid, but
yeah, I've known people, adult men, grown people since I was a teenager. That the same thing with baseball games. They'll go to like out of state and they'll go to like a Boston game when Chicago's playing them, and go to a bar afterwards and get all hype against somebody else, and get into fisticuffs, right? But damn, man, like killing somebody over this shit, bro. Yeah, dude, it's fucked up. And, and then it brings into question what FIFA is going to do with the World Cup.
That's so true. I mean, I don't know. The World Cup has been always, like, pretty, like, chill, no, in terms of fans or no?
Well, we'll see.
I guess we don't know, right? Because we're not there.
Because we're not there. I think it'll be chill in the United States. And I think there's going to be games in LA, right? All throughout Southern California, then some games in Mexico. But... for World Cup 2026.
Yeah. I was really hoping there would be some games here, but
in Chicago,
sucks,
yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not big enough, the stadium, unless they get this big ass stadium.
Yeah, that's crazy that the fact that Soldier Field isn't even that like big enough. Like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
and it's limited by the lake. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Because it's just
'cause
pressed
right
up,
there,
it's flush against the lake, so it's not like they can make it any bigger.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm excited for that though. I thought it was this year, and so I was like, that's like 4 years from now.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
oh man, I thought it was this year.
But we're already planning. We're gonna go see my brother-in-law. We're just gonna drive out to LA. And,
Okay, cool. Yeah,
go out there, man.
you guys should.
And your baby's gonna be 4 or 3.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Isn't that trippy? When you start thinking about life in terms of World Cups, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 3 and then 7.
Oh yeah. My kids are gonna be old, gonna be 11 and shit.
Oh wow, yeah, they're gonna be
big boys, big girls and boys.
Holy shit.
Rocio had a birthday, so man.
Oh, she did. Yeah, I saw Betsy post it. Yeah. Sorry.
I love my little girl. It was beautiful. We went out to Chinatown, got her food. She's like, "This is the best birthday ever." Because my little girl's a foodie. She likes to eat cool things, and she's always excited. And for her birthday, she's like, "But it's my yes day," which means anything that we say is yes. It has to be yes. So she wanted to see like a movie late at night. I'm like, okay, right before she goes to bed, But it was really nice. She was a sweetheart. Just a beautiful child. God bless her.
That's so nice.
God bless her. I love her so much.
Is she picky with food, or does she try anything?
She's down to try it all.
Oh my god.
But like everything she doesn't like is because she's had it.
Yeah,
and she doesn't like things that like she doesn't like chocolate. Like strange, like things I'd never expected. But she's like down to clown with like some sushi and all like crazy seafood. And she's always like in Mexico, she was always trying new things. And
that's so good.
And Gadi's more like, what is that?
Is he like that one kid that like smells it before he eats it?
yeah, exactly. And like it's so funny because later, if you prepare it in a way that it's like mixed in with everything, he'll just like eat and he's like, this is the best. And I'm like, it's what you don't like.
Yeah.
Like, what? No, I like it.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, I love when kids like are really open to foods, because I know like my dad was very much like that. He'd be like, hey, try this, try that. Yeah. And like we'd try it, and so I think Daisy's probably the pickiest of all of us. Yeah. But me and Chuito are just like
down.
Eat anything. Yeah, has she tried mochi ice cream?
Oh yeah, they love that stuff.
Oh, so good.
So good. Yeah, it's so good.
I love mochi and bubble tea and all the Asian food.
All the Asian food, man. That's what they're always down for. Like they're always down for Chinatown. Mm-hmm. They always want to go. And it's so close. Hasta Rocío conoce el camino.
Oh shit, like, she knows exactly.
You just got to keep going down towards that big building and just keep going down, and we'll find Chinatown.
That's so funny.
I was like, wow, man.
If she ever runs away, you know where she's gonna be.
Yeah, exactly, dude. She'll be the chef of a restaurant by the time I find her, dude. That little girl. I really think she has a future for like a cooking show or something like that, where she hosts, like one of those people that go out of town and everything, finds restaurants.
Yeah, like a foodie, like Instagram. Oh,
foodie for sure. She's gonna be a foodie. That's so cool. La nena. But the music video, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about Mexico. Excited about taking those steps forward. I see things just like unfolding before my eyes. And then also on Sunday, I took like this. I did the drug test and the background check for CPD. Mm-hmm. Initiated that. So we'll see.
You get those results like that same day? Or?
No, I think they submit them and then I'll be told whether or not I passed the drug test. Okay. Which I know I did. Which is funny because like before when I was telling people I'm going to take it, people were like, so you're going to pass, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to pass. Oh, okay.
Are you sure? You need my pee?
Your hair's kind of long. You sure you don't smoke a lot of weed every day? And I'm like, they don't even check for weed. Oh, convenient.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah. That's so funny.
It reminds me of my tias, bro, when I got engaged. And they're like, we know why you got engaged. When's the baby coming?
Oh,
I was like, there's no baby. The baby's not coming. There's no baby. Baby will come eventually, but there's no baby. Yeah. Pinches tias.
That's so funny, yeah. So, like, metiches?
Yeah. Oh, my God. So like, what is that?
Yeah. Have you ever... I'm sorry. Yeah, no. What were you going to ask?
I know. I was like, what do you think is the impetus to be that way? To be metiche?
I think it's because, like, either their sons or daughters aren't what they want them to be,
Oh,
or like they're trying to take attention away from that and put it on you, so that nobody looks at their lives.
Yo, okay, that's very good, because I know my wife has, like, of her family, she was telling me, you know, the tios and tias that were the most judgmental about one person's life, you know, were doing that because their own child was like up in that shit and they didn't want anybody to know.
Yeah, I won't say who, but you know, anybody can, you know, they'll probably know if my family's watching who it was, but whatever, I don't care. I'm gonna put them on blast. No, but I had a tia one time, like when I was first dating Sebas, tell me that he looked ugly or that he was just making fun of his physical looks, right? Being like, oh, you're too pretty for him, you shouldn't be with him.
Jesus
right?
Christ.
Yeah, dude, bad. And that pissed me off, because
Hell
I was
yeah.
just like, have you seen the people your daughters are with? Like, have you seen them, you know? And it's like, my mom's never said that about like them or their kids. I hope not. But like, you know,
Your mom just journals it.
she turned on like, yeah, exactly, keeps it away.
Yeah, and in a big encyclopedia
You know,
full of her
yeah.
journals.
But I remember her saying like a specific comment that I don't want to say out loud because it's mean. But
Let me hear it.
no, I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay.
Because it's like bad, right? And so then her daughter dated someone that looked exactly the same way that she was judging Sebas for looking.
Damn, handsome.
Not quite.
But then she goes and dates a motherfucker who's just as ugly as Sebas, and I'm like, whoa, Jesse.
No, I don't mean it like that. But like, she was like supposedly, like, you know, she's like saying all these traits, right, that like are ugly or that she doesn't like about Sebas, which is like, you're not dating him, so you know, why would I care? And then there's like, she's dating, and then her daughter's dating somebody that has exactly those same traits. So it's like, what? Like, the same traits that you were making fun of my boyfriend for, not my husband. Your daughter has a boyfriend that has that, and so it's like, I think it's just like to take attention away. It's just to take attention away and put it on somebody else, or whatever it is.
Or maybe your family has a type, and that was the type, and she was just denying her own feelings. Maybe she wanted to fuck the shit out of Sebas.
Oh my god, ew, that's so disgusting.
Maybe she just wanted to steal him away.
Ew.
She wanted you to break up with him so that he was feeling real down. And she's like, don't worry, Miko, I'll talk to her. Why don't you come over? Like, get your feelings out.
Ew.
And there she was, serving him like little, you know, gorditas. And she's like, I got one more gordita for you. And it was her.
Ew. Oh my god, no.
And that's my novela called The Final Gordita. Yeah.
Ew, no. But yeah, I hate when tias do that. Like, it's just like, just stay in your own motherfucking lane.
Stay in your lane, dude.
Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares what you think about me or my life.
No, hell no, dude.
You know?
You got to just always be yourself, you know, like, you know, and it's funny because, like, some people te echan cosas, like little side comments and shit, and you just got to be there. Just got to be there at all times. My go-to one, because I think the most judgmental people that I have in our family are, like, my mother's family, my mother's side of the family.
For me, it's my dad's.
Really? Yeah, that's
Hope they don't watch this.
Yeah.
No, but I feel the most uncomfortable with my dad's family.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it might be because I wasn't close to them when I was younger, but I just like don't feel comfortable at all. Like when I go visit, I do it for my grandma because like I know that, you know, she's old, but like,
yeah.
I don't. Anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Like, you know, you feel really uncomfortable with that side of the family, and it's because they're judgmental.
Yeah.
And it's not, and sometimes I realize it's not even like, it's like they're. I know that my tias, for example, and my tío on that side of the family have dealt with so much criticism their whole lives. So that's like the way that they communicate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because my grandpa's also that way. He's
Okay.
also super kind of like pointing out everything that he doesn't really like. You I remember one time he saw a family photo of us, and he just pointed out who looked good and who looked bad.
Oh my god!
In the family photo.
That's so bad.
And I was sad because he didn't say I looked nice in the photo, but I was happy that he said Betsy looked nice.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was just really funny, but I've been able to get him, like, sometimes he'll like critique my hair. He's like, "He ese pelo. Hey, Gio, ese pelo." And that's, he's bald as fuck. My grandpa balder than a fucking cue ball.
Fucking jealous.
Yeah, and I just told him, like, "Grandpa, when you got it, you got to use it, right? Or you'll lose it, like you." And then he was like, he laughed. But what I like about my grandpa, because my grandpa's not like my tios, that if you dish it back at him, he cracks the fuck up.
So he can take a joke.
He can take it,
like,
right?
He takes it. Yeah,
he takes it. Now my tios and my tias are not like that.
Okay, they give it, but they can't take it.
Because they're only used to getting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're only used to getting it, like, because they got beat up by my grandpa.
Yeah.
That they never developed that hard shell. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's
crazy.
Tough,
yeah, it's crazy.
Family trauma.
Yeah.
The fucking vibes.
You know the fucking vibes. Yeah, honestly, dude. Yeah, family trauma. I do. I have a lot of trauma with my dad's side. I think because I always felt inadequate for them.
Really?
Yeah, I always felt like, because they all just kind of like in their own little bubble. And for example, like my dad's family, like, so us, my siblings, my mom, my dad, like, we live in Chicago. All the rest of them live like near each other. So like Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. So like they see each other all the time. They're like with each other. And my mom was just like, fuck that, I'm not living in somewhere
this backwards ass town.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna live here. Like, we're living in Chicago with my family. And my dad's like, okay,
Yeah, your dad is like, I'm always touring. It doesn't matter where.
Yeah, honestly, go. Yeah, he's like, I have a house in like every fucking state. Like, I make a home anywhere. But so I think that was one of the reasons. Like, I just also, my mom's like the brownest. And like, like she's like the brown wife. Like, all the other ones are just like, yeah, they're light skin. I think that has a lot to do with it too, because I mean, I think in the past,
your mom's so beautiful.
I know, my mom's the best ever. But I think like that was a big thing too. Like my dad obviously didn't care. My dad's like kind of like vale madres in his family. Like, he doesn't care what people say.
So yeah, where does your dad come from? Like, what's the vibe with your dad? Like my isn't he like the most successful one of all his family?
I would say so. But like, if I would say that in front of like any of my cousins or my tios, they'd probably like make fun of me, right? They'd probably be like one time I had one of my cousins be like, he's in the band too, and I remember him saying something like, "Your dad's not even good at the accordion." Like, right? And I'm there like as visiting, right? Like at my grandma's house where they all live. And then he was just like, "Your dad's not even good at the accordion." So I'm just like, then why the fuck does he play the accordion for? You know what I'm saying? Then why don't you guys get another person to play the accordion? Yeah. And he was just like, well, and and he was just kind of like battling me. But in reality, it's like, I'm fucking like 17 and this guy's like 30 something, right? So it's like, for me, like, it's always been that, like, I cannot, like, I have to hold.
What a fucking loser.
Yeah, dude, I hold in like a lot when I go to my dad's side of the family, and I feel very uncomfortable. And I think I feel bad because my dad knows that we all feel uncomfortable. Like me, Daisy, Chui's kind of like,
Chui's go with the flow. Yeah. But
like me, my mom, and Daisy, we just feel uncomfortable there. And my dad, I know my dad feels bad because he's just like, well, I don't know how to make you guys feel comfortable. Like, because sometimes it's not even like,
it's not your dad's fault.
It's not my dad's fault, and it's not necessarily anybody else's. It's just like, that's how we feel there. Like, we can't. What are we supposed to do? Like, pretend that we feel okay when we don't? Like, no. I think we. You
got to pull that warrior spirit out of yourself.
Yeah. Just
be there and claim space. Because that's another thing that I've talked to Betsy about. Because like Betsy didn't grow up dealing with like bullies, or essentially shit talkers, right? Yeah. Betsy's just like Betsy's like so beautiful and so amazing that she like transcends bullshit. But sometimes, especially when she got married with me, there's like some bullshit that she had to be present in, or normally she kind of just like is above all that. With her own family, she could just get above it. She was stuck in a scenario where she had to deal with it, like in front of her. And so it's just like, you got to control that narrative.
Yeah.
You just got to be present, be there, confront it, because then you come out stronger. You become more sure of who you are, And I would say, man, it's like, yeah, you're never going to be comfortable, but how does anybody get anything in this life? They make discomfort into comfort. They carve their way into the cliff.
Yeah.
Right? And they're like, this is mine.
Yeah.
And no one can take this away,
Yeah. Because, I remember, like, when I had to first take Sebas there, I was so nervous. Like, so nervous.
I bet you Sebas fucking rocked it when he was over there,
yeah, Sebas didn't give a fuck. Like, Sebas was just
I fucking love Sebas, dude.
Sebas was just like, I don't care, like, I'll do it. And I was like, no, I don't, like, it's not you that I'm afraid that, I'm just like, I just don't feel comfortable, and I feel bad that I have to bring you someplace where I don't feel comfortable, and I can't be, like, a good host to you, because I don't feel comfortable. So it's like, I don't feel comfortable walking around in the house, like, it's just a lot of things, right? That maybe it's just more me, like, internally being, like,
no, you have years of trauma, like, to fucking deal with.
And so I think, it was really nerve-wracking for me to bring Sebas, but the people that do make me feel at home there are, like, for example, my sister-in-law, which is my Chewy, my dad's,
first.
Yeah, that my half-brother Chewy, which is really just my brother. I hate saying half-brother because I think that's mean and
your
rude.
Older brother, your eldest brother.
My oldest brother, Chewy. His wife, Claudia, and, like, their kids, they make me feel at home because, like, they don't necessarily live in the house. They live, like, in the town, but, like, in their own space and stuff. So, like, they make me feel at home. But yeah, man, it's just like,
dude, next time someone says shit, just be like, well, you live with grandma, dude.
Yeah, well, they did. They lived for basically their two kids were born there. Like, they lived in a fucking room in my grandma's house, and basically his dad, right? His dad's house, my grandma's house. So it's like, I don't really, when I think about, like, what they think about me, because I do think about it often, which sounds weird. It, like, sounds weird to say, but, like, I do, and I have a lot of dreams about it too. Like, I'll have a lot of dreams, like, random dreams about it. Yeah, dude, it's, like, bad sometimes. So, like, I, like, do have a lot of dreams about it because I think it's something that I still have to overcome.
Confront, yeah.
And confront, because it's probably the hardest thing that I could ever confront if I had to. Like, it for me, it's the hardest thing. It's not something, it's not like I can't just plan a trip over there and, like,
no, you don't have that freedom.
Like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to plan it. I don't want to go. Like, I don't want to go. And, like, it sucks to say that, because it's just, I wish I could want to go to see my grandma, but it's just, like, not even that is enough for me to be like, okay, yeah, I'll go.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I think at some point I'll have to confront it, and I don't know when that day is going to be, but.
Yeah, you want to do it before before your grandma passes.
Yeah, for sure. So.
Which is a reality.
So we'll see, but I know, like, I know that my family loves me very much, and I know that even though I don't feel comfortable with them, it's like that they're not, like, constantly thinking bad about me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
or maybe it's just miscommunication.
Yeah, and I think it's just, like, we're just not close. Like, I didn't grow up with them. Mm-hmm. So my mom's family dynamic is so different than my dad's.
Yeah.
So it's just, like, it's just knowing that it's, like, and being proud of like the fact that I'm gonna be different when I go over there. Right. Because that's, like, another thing. Like, I, like, tend to change a lot because I'm just like, okay, it's a new space, I feel uncomfortable, so I'm gonna just mold myself to be, like, not how do I say it? Like, a target. So I do that a lot. But I don't know, I mean, as I haven't been there in a really, really, really long time, so I think now that I'm older, it might be different. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, as you become more of, as you become your own matriarch.
Yeah.
Right? As you become your own woman, as you become your own pillar of your own family, you start establishing, like, your own boundaries.
Yeah, that's true.
And then once you understand, because a lot of it, I think sometimes when you're young and that anxiety, it comes because you're not in charge of that situation.
That's so true.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You're not the one that has stake in the game. If anything, you're just a part of it.
Yeah, that's
but
so
then
true.
it isn't until you become your own adult that you can like even defend yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
so
like
true.
there's a part of it where like if you were younger and you got into it with the prima, who's gonna get you in trouble? Your mom.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, how could you do that? You know, the pressure's on you to act right.
Yeah.
You know, but as we know, sometimes in this life you can't act 100% prim and proper.
Yeah.
There's a way of like being aggressive but not brutish, right? And so now that you're an adult and now that you're going to have your own child, and you and Sebas have been married for so long, you're going to come in here and you're going to know who you are, you know, and then you can dish it out.
Yeah.
But in a way that shows people, okay, yeah, that one we don't mess with.
Yeah.
You know? And what can anyone say about that?
Dude, and it's crazy because I think that's even happening like now as like I'm pregnant, because like I really thought like, okay, so the first time I was pregnant, I felt that like mother instinct like right away.
Kicked in.
And this one, it was a little bit different. It's not until like now that I feel like, okay, like I feel like I can say what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I can be honest, and like I don't have to be afraid, because it's just kind of like I'm not living for just myself anymore.
Right.
So,
that's a huge thing.
Yeah. And so for me, it's like, okay, no, I have to speak up because I want my kid to be able to speak up for himself. I want to do things the right way because I want my child to know like my mom doesn't just do things and that's it. She does things the right way, or the way that she thinks they're supposed to go, right? With the intelligence or knowledge that she has. And so, yeah, I think that's even happening now. And it's just like, it might just be like, I don't know how to maybe it's like a biological thing, like the hormones and stuff like that, or I don't know what changes in our bodies as women that give us like the mother instinct, or give us like that like give us those boundaries, like those things. And like you said, it's like a spiritual experience, right? Like to be pregnant, carry a child, and then to give birth is very spiritual.
It is.
And so I think you just see things differently.
You do. I know for me, when I became a father, for me what kicked in was this like understanding that I couldn't be so reckless. You know, like it hit me hard. It hit me hard when Betsy was pregnant with little Ricardo.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, you know, like there was like a part of me was like, I can't think immediate anymore.
Yeah.
I have to be thinking long term. I have to be thinking the rest of my life, you know, the rest of their lives, you know, legacy shit, you know, that still affects me to this day, that I had to constantly remind myself of.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just about one moment because I'm tired and I don't want to do the podcast in the morning. You know, no, this is future. This is putting it up ahead.
Yep.
And you've already had a strong sense of that. And it's so interesting that I feel like now your mindset is like coming to the immediate, like the walls in front, you know, like what people can and cannot do in the moment.
Yeah, which is crazy to me because I've never really been like that.
No.
I haven't been like that, but I have no choice now. It's like something that just, it's like a switch that happened that I'm almost like not in control of. Like it's just like, it's this like intuition, or it's just like a feeling that I know is just like, I have to say this, or like I have to just not let this person do this, or like just stop talking to this person, or whatever it is. Because it's like, then there's just like so many things that I'm learning, which is like crazy because it's like the baby's not even here yet.
Yeah, I know. You're nesting. You're setting the environment up so that he can be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like earlier today, you told me, like, I was like, "Hey, Jesse, how are you?" And you're like, "Shut up, Richard." Save your good conversation. Yeah, you're like, save your good conversation for the podcast. God damn it. And I was like, okay. And I was like, I guess I like this Jesse now. This new Jesse.
No, but I am like very, I don't want to say impatient because I feel like I've always been impatient. But I am very much so like more snappy.
More
like,
crazy.
Yeah. No, it is. No, it is true though. Like I'm more like hormonal, like more just like, I don't have the patience.
Really? I guess I haven't seen that side of you yet.
Because you do things the right way. No.
I feel bad for everyone. I only yell at you because you're wrong all the time.
No, because you've never done anything that that would like make me feel impatient. You're very understanding and you know what I'm going through. But
I'm so worried, dude. I'm just gonna agree. True. Yeah.
No,
I feel you, girl.
It's not like a personal thing to other people. It's just like what's going inside of me is just a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm just like very like irritated all the time, or like I just need things to like. I just need you to say what you mean, so I can just like.
Oh yeah, clarity, man.
Yeah,
dude,
so
fucking clarity.
Like I know yesterday, Sebas was just like, I was like, why can't I see you on the FaceTime? And he's like, oh, because I'm trying to get to the expressway. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then like minutes passed by, like 15 minutes passed. And I was just like, why can I see you? And then he's just like, because I'm on the GPS. And I'm like, well, you didn't tell me that. You said you're going to the expressway. You didn't tell me you're on the GPS trying to get to the expressway.
Yo, you're giving me anxiety, bro.
So like I was, because he was just like, well, I'm on the GPS. Like, you know, he was getting frustrated with me. I was like, well, you don't have to get frustrated with me. You're the one that didn't tell me the right way.
You know, my answer, which would have just got the argument like even further in, I would have just been like, okay, cool. I'll just get lost. No problem. You want to look at me? I'll just get fucking lost.
I would have fucking killed him if he said something like that. I wouldn't have let him inside the house. And I'd be like, yeah, get fucking lost. Like,
I'm gonna get lost in your eyes, girl.
That's
you
how
put
you
my hands
save
up, and then the car crashes because my hands are off the fucking steering wheel.
Stupid. No, that's so funny.
That's how I would have saved it, bro.
No, I don't know. Was Betsy like that? I feel like I'm more like just like irritated.
No, dude, Betsy, perfect, dude, every way.
Really? Like she wasn't like irritated or anything like that? She was like very calm throughout.
Can you just shut the fuck up, Jesse? Stop trying to set me up, dude.
Okay, I know the answer now.
She was perfect, dude.
Okay, good.
I love you, girl.
Right answer.
I get lost in your eyes. No, it's cute, man. You know, Betsy, I love her so much. One of the hardest things in my day, every time I had to go anywhere, and the kids already been dropped off, and I'm just with her. And then she gives me this sexy ass look right before I leave the house, and I'm just like, "Es una tortura," because then I just don't want to leave. You know, I don't want to leave. And it's like I gotta go. I'm like screaming as I'm leaving the house, banging the windows when I leave. You know, it's a torture, dude.
We know the right ways to make our men stay home.
Shoot. Seriously, dude. I love that woman so much.
I haven't seen her in so long. I need to catch up with her.
Please do.
I need to catch up with her.
Please do. We gotta hang out. We gotta invite you guys. Get all that chock full of knowledge too.
Yeah, we do. We're gonna need like parent friends.
I'm just gonna invite my boy Sebas over and then just leave him with all three of my kids and just yo, bro. I'll be right back. I'm gonna buy some beers, and then it just never comes back. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck do I gotta do?" And then I'm like telling the kids right before, "Give him hell." Whatever he says, don't listen to it.
Oh gosh.
You have freedom to break everything in the house.
Yeah, I have never seen Sebas with like a baby.
Oh man, he should come over. Hold the kiddo. Well,
yeah.
Renato's like 1 and he's heavy as fuck.
Yeah,
but I think y'all are
gonna
have a heavy baby.
I think
for
so
sure.
Too. I think so too. I feel heavy already, and I don't have like a big ass bump yet.
Yeah, dude, you keep leaning forward. So, whoa. Every other word when you stand is whoa, Richard, whoa. Goofy as fuck, dude.
And I have to use like one of those walkers. Like
yeah, exactly. The one with the seat that the viejitos carry, and they lock, and then they sit right down on it, dude.
My grandma has one of those. She's so cute. I love her.
That's sick, man. I can't wait to get one of those. I can't wait. I can't wait to have like a cane, like a really nice cane, like a really.
Okay.
It makes me distinguished.
I bet you there's like some like expensive ass canes that are like.
Yeah, like made out of elephant tusk or some shit.
Yeah.
Made out of pure ivory. Yeah. I gotta do something about that. I gotta somehow fuck up my knee when I'm like 60.
Fuck?
So by the time I'm 65, I got like a nice.
Trust me, I don't think you had to do that. I think by the time you're like 50s,
I
think
yeah. Nature will fuck up my knees for me, dude. I have a friend of mine every time because my favorite pose in life is like bent knee on the floor, you know, like throwing up some deuces. And my boy's always like, "You're gonna fuck up your knees." And I'm like, "Bro, this is what's keeping my knees strong, bro."
Doing all this, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I've like told myself like this week I need to start working out. Like I need to start moving my body because I haven't been doing anything. And I feel it like when I do like the slightest stretch, I'm like, oh, I feel so good.
Yeah, man, stretching is so important. Feels so dude. Good. You get all those nooks and crannies, and we used to do so much stretching when I was in school and college. I would just like be doing yoga all the time, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And I what I enjoyed about that time is that it really helped me be in tune with my body.
Yeah, it releases so much tension.
Yeah, and then you're just familiar when things aren't right.
Yes, and also you like breathe deeper than you normally do. Like we usually breathe. I think like most of us breathe like very shallow, like just normally because we're just not like breathing from our diaphragm.
Right.
But like if you really like take a deep breath, like you can feel the difference between like
all the little tendons like snapping and little things like everything's like working.
Yeah, dude. Everything's like expanding in you. Because yesterday was a really nice, or no, 2 days ago was a really nice day on Saturday. Yeah. It was a super nice day outside. And I remember walking out outside and just like breathing in deep and just like smelling everything. And I'm like, why don't I usually like smell everything? Like I have to actually try to smell all the nature and the grass and the dew and like all of that. But it's because we don't breathe deep. Like we're just like breathing to survive. But like, you know, like breathing to be present. Yeah, I'm
on my Nairobi breathing,
oh my God, I know. Dude, she's over her kids. She's done.
She's done?
She's not about it anymore.
She's not a good mom?
Like, fuck that. She's like, do I need to feed him?
What do I expect from a teenager mom, dude?
I know. Pobrecita.
Pobrecita, bro.
But it's okay. They, like, don't feed as, like, much anymore. Like, as how do I say it?
Consistent?
Yeah.
As consistent?
As consistent. So, like, it's, like, every 6 hours now.
Oh, okay.
Which is good. 6 to 8 hours. So, she, like, sleeps with us at night in our bed. And then, like, around, like, 5 or 6, they start crying. And so I'm like, all right, let's go.
And you have to get her up?
I get up with her, yeah. I get up with her.
She doesn't get up on her own?
No, she gets up, like, her little head, and she's like...
she's, like, contemplating it.
Fuck. And I'm just like, all right, let me go with you. Come on, let's go downstairs. So we go downstairs. I sleep on the couch. Yeah, she goes inside, feeds her puppies. Sometimes if she really doesn't want to, I have to go inside the whelping box with her and like lay her down and put all the puppies there.
Line them up.
Yep. Yeah, but they're all like starting to walk now. They all have their eyes open.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, I can't wait till like they actually start walking because like right now they're just like kind of like wobbling.
Yeah,
like Bambi.
Yeah, like Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige, oh my God.
Yeah, walking like, whoa. Like her dance moves, dude. Yeah. Sick. Oh, man, I can't wait to meet those puppies.
I know. You guys need to come over.
So yeah. Yes, please. Yeah,
we'll invite you guys one day.
Porfis.
Our house is very small, but you guys all fit.
No te preocupes.
You guys will all fit in there. And the puppies. And Nairobi, like, she's actually been doing good with people that she doesn't see often or hasn't seen. So one of my cousins came over and she like hadn't seen her in a very, very long time, and Nairobi did really well with her. Good. Nairobi did really well. She like barked at her and jumped on her a couple times, but you know, my cousin would give her treats or like just like pet her and stuff, and she'd be like she loves when people like give her like the contact, because like when you touch her, she's just like, oh, okay, you're not gonna do anything to me. You're just petting me.
You're kind.
Yeah. So
I've learned some tricks on how to like deal with dogs. I've worked with like so many dogs in my life.
Oh yeah, because you said you were a dog walker, right?
Yeah, dog walker, and I worked at like a dog kennel and all that stuff. Oh, cool. It was a great experience, you know. And it's just like even like coming at them, you never want to go above their head, like up from the top of their heads. Yeah. You always want to come underneath. Yeah, you know, because then you like if you reach for this part of them, it's like our fear that they're gonna snap at you if you go underneath. Yeah, but that kind of shows them that you're like trying to nuzzle up, which is like a sign of affection.
Oh, okay.
And like they feel more calm, but from top they're
like, what the heck are you gonna do?
Trying to get attacked. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really proud of her because she's been doing really well. She hates Chuito, my brother Chuito. She hates him. Like she does not like him. The vibes are off. Yep. And he comes in and then
he's a free spirit.
She like barks at him and then like she'll be fine for like a second, but if Tree gets near me, my mom, Daisy, anybody that like Nairobi loves, like, oh God, she like will attack Tree because she like doesn't like it. She's just like, no, this is my territory. And And so, and I think it's because like Chewy wasn't around when we first got her for basically the first year of her life. Chewy wasn't there.
I think it's because he's always vibing. You know, like he, you know how he goes with the flow with everything.
Yeah.
Because that boy is processing 1,000 thoughts a second.
Yeah, he is.
So as his energies are just pulsating throughout his body, it's like Nairobi can't really pinpoint exactly who he is at that moment. And so when she sees that ball of energy just like float over there to you guys, like, she's like, "What the fuck is happening?"
No.
You know, dogs like consistency.
Yeah.
Dogs really like consistency.
Yeah, so
they don't do good with chaos.
I'm really, really excited for her to become like a big sister. See how she like reacts to having a baby home. I think she's gonna really enjoy.
Yeah.
I think she's really gonna enjoy it and be very protective over the baby.
What we can do is we can. I'll bring Renato.
Oh,
so that she gets used to babies, and then we can see how Rocio does with like the dog.
Yeah.
And see if she's like too allergic, because I know I want to get one of those puppies.
Yeah, because I know like. So I know I told you that like I really wanted you to have Ratita. Lorena like really wants one of them, and so I'm just like Ratita's like my like number one option for everybody, right? Like that I know. I'm just like, please get this dog. Like if you don't, you know. So but then Lorena really likes a black one, and so I told him, I was like, we have like so many, like it's not just my dogs, but also my suegro's like puppies. They have like 8 of them, you know. Yeah. So there's a lot, but yeah, like, oh God, if you guys can go home with Ratita one day.
That'd be sick. Be so nice. I would love something that we can, like, that way you can see the dog.
Yeah, I know. And bring Nairobi and she can see her son again.
I'm proud of you, son.
I'm proud of you, son.
You've become a good dog. Puts her paw on his head. Bark. Oh, I saw the new Batman last night.
Oh, me and Sebas went to go watch it.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I fell asleep. But Sebas really enjoyed it. He wants to go watch it again.
Yeah, I thought like the first half of the movie was like definitely the best Batman movie I'd ever seen in my life. And then I felt like the end kind of dragged a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
This would be a better conversation for you to have with Sebas.
Or someone who was awake.
No, but it was funny because we got there and whatever. We like the first time we were at a movie actually on time, like before the previews and everything.
Oh wow! Cute.
Then the movie starts, and it says Marvel, and Spider-Man starts, and we're like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "This is the wrong movie." He's like, "Are we in the wrong theater or are they playing the wrong movie?" And I was like, "Let me go check." Right, so I go. And no, we're in the right theater. So I go to the box off, like the front, and I'm just like, we came to watch Batman. It's in theater 3, and they're playing Spider-Man. And the guy's like, guys, theater 3's playing the wrong movie. So they're like, I'm sorry, we're gonna fix that. I was like, okay. So then I go back and I tell Sebas, I'm like, they're playing the wrong movie. And Sebas was just like, wow, they pulled a Jesse right there. Like,
bogus. Why is your name considered a fucking synonym for mistake?
Literally, because that's what I do. That like when I'm at jobs, like I just I like mess up like bad at job. I don't know how I haven't gotten fired from my job. It's
called your privileges.
That's true.
Of being someone that is on the attractive side of the scale.
Thank you.
Oops, I made a mistake. And then everybody's like, "Aww."
Because one time I was supposed to open Starbucks at 5 a.m. And I didn't open till
then I opened 11. It at 5 p.m.
I opened it at 11 because I didn't wake up. I was a supervisor.
11 a.m.?
Yeah. I was supposed to open it at 5 a.m.
6 hours later?
Yeah. And the people that were going in with me, they didn't call me. Not that it was it wasn't their fault. But like they didn't call me. And then my manager called me like at 10:30 and she's like, where are you? And I was like, I'm so sorry, I overslept, my alarm didn't ring, like I'm so sorry. They're like, well, she's like, well, did anybody else call you? And I'm like, no, I don't have any missed calls from anybody else but you. And she's like, okay. I was like, I'll get there in 30 minutes, I'm so sorry. I was like crying on the way to work, like, oh fuck, I'm gonna lose my job. Customers were so mad, they were like so pissed. They're like, I put in a mobile order at 6 and you guys weren't open. And then I'm just like, I'm sorry.
How did they take in the mobile order if the place wasn't open? Don't you guys have to accept that shit?
No, because how do I say it? The hours on like the app,
or what they're supposed to be.
Where they're supposed to be. So it's like our responsibility to open at that time.
I thought y'all accepted orders when they come in.
No, not mobile orders. Them. We just receive them.
It's not like a Uber Eats or Grubhub where you have to accept the order.
Well, it is through Uber Eats and Grubhub and like a Starbucks mobile order. So all of those, we don't have to accept those.
Oh, they just kind of come in.
They just come in, yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. So it's insane.
Yo, you telling me that story, I wanted to fire you.
No,
bro.
dude.
I was like
really like thankful. My manager at that time, shout out to Brittany. She was like a Christian. She's a Christian, so she's like very like forgiving and like super Christian, right? Like
she after the phone call, she looked at a poster of Jesus dressed in a Starbucks outfit, and he was just like, "Come on, you gotta forgive her." And she looks like, "You right." She's like, "Don't worry."
Cause she forgave me for a lot of fucking things I like messed up on, but
that's a big fuck up, dude.
It is horrible. Yeah. I don't know how I came back from that. I was like,
I think I only got fired from one job. Yeah, I only got fired from one job.
What job was that?
From Fontano's sandwich place.
Why? What'd you do? You bit into somebody's sandwich and give it to them?
No. I it happened twice where I had a show and I was like, I couldn't find anyone to cover me, so I'm not gonna come in. And they're like, if you don't find anyone to cover, if you don't come in, it's like, you got to find someone. It's like, but I can't. And I didn't show up, and I did it twice, and they fired me afterwards.
Yeah.
But like, like.
But that's like not like a, how do I say it? Like.
Not because of a mistake I made. It was for an intentional.
Exactly.
Not because I pulled a Jesse.
Exactly. So that's what we mean by like pulling a Jesse. Like when you fuck up so bad, like you have no idea how you're gonna come back from that.
That is so funny, dude.
You
always come back.
But you always come back, dude.
You
always come back. It's just pull the Jesse. Oh, it's hilarious.
Like I had to put it on my work history to become a police officer.
Yeah.
And I realized I worked like 14 jobs in my life.
Dude, I've worked a lot too. I don't know is that like a musician thing that we do because we're just like not satisfied with other jobs.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't found anything that we really want to do for the rest of our lives.
Do you think it's that?
I think it has to do with that.
Yeah.
Because I worked all sorts of fucking goofy ass jobs.
Me too. I don't think I lasted more. Well, Starbucks had lasted 2 years, but I've never lasted more than a year at all the other jobs.
Yeah. Uber was the longest place I'd worked at, which was 3 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. And then everything else was just like, the second longest job was like a year. And then everything else is like 6 months.
Yeah.
In and out. And all because I resigned because I found another job that paid more money.
Yeah.
Better hours. So I was like, okay, I'm out.
Peace. Yeah, peace. Done. Yeah, dude.
Yo, love you guys. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, I worked in restaurants, like a lot of restaurants. I was a security guard. Worked with dogs. And the dog money paid more than like the gym that I worked at. I worked at a gym and then I got hired at a dog place and paid way more money.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
Yeah, and it's just like, what the hell? What is the metric? Like what is that? Why does a person that walks dogs make more money than a person that works at a gym?
Yeah, it's weird. It's a really, really weird thing.
It's goofy.
Yeah, but yeah, I think so. I think I've had like my first job was Chick-fil-A, and then I had Target, and then I had the gym, and then I had.
You worked at a gym?
At my school gym, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Starbucks, Zara, talk about it, and then now doing social media for talk. Like, yeah, like.
But then you also worked at didn't you work at Tequileria?
Oh, and then I did 2 of it, like 9, dude.
Yeah.
Like 9, yeah.
What the hell,
I worked
dude?
like as a host there for a while.
Yeah.
While I was doing Starbucks, yeah, it was crazy. At some point.
I was a bartender.
I remember somebody really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember some point somebody told me they're just like, seems like you got a lot on your plate. You're doing okay? I was like, no.
Yeah.
I'm getting.
Just give me one job.
Yeah, dude. I'm like almost fired from all the jobs that I'm working. Like, no, I'm not doing okay. But
I was at Starbucks and I kept serving people tacos.
Oh my God.
Everything tequila. Is confusing. I put tequila in their drink.
Oopsie.
Oops.
I miss working at Starbucks. I miss my coworkers so much.
My sister works at Starbucks now.
She does?
Loves it. She loves it.
Oh my God. Which one?
The other day, right there on 31st and Halstead.
Oh my God. I'm going to go visit her one day.
Please do. She works in the evenings. So she was over there and like I hit her up because I wanted to do some work at her apartment. And she's like, I'm at work right now. But like, come by and see me, and I'll give you like free coffee. Yeah. So then I go over there, I like go through the drive-through, and like I could hear like, hey, so how can I help you? I'm like, hey, how's it going? She hears my voice. She's like, don't worry, I got it. I could hear her talking.
Yeah.
So she'd like, say, hey, what's up, bud? And I'm like, hey, what up, girl? And we just start talking, and like she gives me my order, And then after I'm done, Patty, like, she tells me when she sees me later, she's like, it was so funny because all the ladies over there, they were like, girl, who is that? The chemistry is on 10.
Oh
like,
my God.
It's my brother. That's your future husband. I was like, no, we're fucking related. We're Puerto Rican, but not that Puerto Rican.
Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, I think she's really gonna enjoy it. Yeah, if she's enjoying it now, she'll really enjoy it. I think the frustrating parts are more like the customers and like the cleaning and stuff like that.
She says that those customers for her are so nice.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Because like it's like the police station's right there.
Oh,
so all the cops are always like really nice and reasonable.
Yeah. Well, I live in the suburbs, so
so
entirely different
privileged.
Story.
Yeah. I when I worked at a bartender, I made a lot of tips. Yeah. And my biggest secret to tips was lying.
Lying about what?
Women.
What do you mean? Like, what would you say?
And so, like, women, would come up to me, and I'm like, "Oh, you guys are ready for a good night?" And they'd be like, "Yeah," they're like, and they're all excited. No, mujeres grandes, yeah. And they're like, and they're like, "How?" Same question. They all fucking ask the same thing. How do you think we are?
Oh my God, so stupid.
And it's so stupid. And I would every time this is my equation. This has helped me. I would guess correctly in my head. Okay, that lady's like 40, and I would subtract 5 years immediately.
Okay.
And I was like 35, and they're like, no, I'm 40, and I was just like, wow, you look so good. And then she's like, oh my
give me
a tip. And I was like, yep. Keep them coming, you fucking witches.
Fucking hocus pocus.
Fucking hocus pocus head ass. Oh, fucking wart on your nose head ass, bitch. Get your pointy head out of here, bitch. Give me this
That's
money,
hilarious.
Dude.
Oh my God. I like for some time I really, really wanted to be a bartender because I would see like the people at the Tequileria bartending.
They make bank.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I was just like, fuck, when I turn 21, I want to become a bartender. But man, the hours, like I can't.
The hours are ridiculous. And there aren't very many benefits, like in terms of health benefits, everything's like out of pocket.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd be able to do it. I'm a night owl, like doing my own shit, but working, like I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah. I almost got this really good job at Twisted Cantina.
Hey, that's Melly's padrino's place.
Yeah. I think I probably worked. Who's your padrino?
I don't know his name. I forgot his name, but she's the owner of the place.
Yeah, so I did. I probably worked his wedding.
Okay.
So I worked his wedding once as a bartender, and Yanez or something like that. That's his like last name.
I don't know.
But he's like, oh, we're gonna go to the after party. Come through. Like, he liked what I was doing over there for his wedding. So then he invited me over to his business, Twisted. And so he was like, just give me the call. Let me know. I'll give you a job here because I really like what you're doing. Your vibes are right. And he was just giving me shots like all night, like really taking me behind the bar to give me drinks. I was like, what a sweetheart, right? And then I got the job with Uber. So I was like, I was going to go become a bartender there. But I was like, I need those benefits for that sweet family benefits, bro. Yeah. And you can't turn down $17 an hour when you're in your 20s. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like so good. But man, life is wild. Yeah, dude. I was a bartender, a dog walker, and a Lyft driver all at the same time.
Oh yeah, you told me
3 part-times.
That's so funny. But it's like so good. Like that's what like the hustle is.
That's what the hustle is, bro.
When you need it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's like it's so funny because now that I'm pregnant, it's like I can't overwork myself, but now is like the time when I want to, and it's just like, Jesse, how stupid are you? Like when you weren't pregnant, you didn't overwork yourself, and now you want to do it? Like, no, now you can't do it. Like, but now I'm like really trying to figure out like, I guess just financial knowledge, like how to save the right way and like how to make sure I'm like budgeting and like spending the right spending on the right things and like only intentional things. How much room do I have to spend on things we don't necessarily need but we want? So like things like that. So I'm like slowly learning that before the baby comes because we need to have money saved up. We need to like you said, nest because like
nest, essentially.
our like house isn't really baby friendly right now.
Yeah, just fix it. You're gonna fix it, and you get to that. Like I mean, like the last month before the baby's born.
Yeah.
You're gonna find yourself cleaning the whole fucking house. Like,
okay, good.
And you're gonna have the energy to do so. It's gonna be like weird. Like you won't have the energy until that point. And your body's like, I need to get things ready.
Okay.
You know, and like you'll organize your house in a way that like works, and then also get like like $1,000 saved up.
Yeah.
Just save up 1,000.
Yeah. Which is so easy.
Which is easy to do, but not easy to maintain.
To keep. Yeah. Exactly.
Because you're like, ooh, dang, that bill was bigger than expected. Might as well just pull all $1,000 to pay that off. And you're like, but the bill's only 100, and now that it's 900, it's not 1,000 anymore. I could just spend it. You know.
Yeah, so I told Silas, I was like, that sweet puppy money that we're gonna get, savings, no touching, no touching it,
no touchy, only looky.
Yeah. Or like pay off the credit cards that we have, pay them, or the debt, whatever that we have at that time, pay it off, and then the rest put in savings, and then leave it there.
Pay off all your debts, dude. Pay off all your debts.
So yeah,
Betsy and I spent like 3 years like paying off, like every year we would pay off a new card, and then now we're debt free.
Yeah.
Besides like the regular credit card payments that we do, but nothing that like we can't like handle. And I like having a credit card because I feel like it allows it. I've built up my credit from like shit to like decent. Well, that's our podcast for today. It is our
podcast. Yeah.
Some things. We
really nice things.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we didn't record. Just kidding. We
recorded
it all. I fucked with you.
No. Bye guys. Bye.